Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we were still here in the tomb of Sammun-Mak, and we've met this little girl who keeps sicking her asp on us, and we can't figure out how to deal with that, so we're just gonna leave her alone for the time being. And we came over here to talk to Grandpa Mole, and wouldn't you know it, Baby Amelia Earhart is here. That's kind of a problem. Before we go in there, though, there was another door right over here somewhere. Can we not go through it? There it is, yeah. What's this to go to?
Whee!
These doors are redundant. There's also talk of curses going on, by the way. I bet you we're gonna have to deal with one.
You keep your distance. No tomb raiders allowed in the burial chambers.
Hey, Baby Amelia Earhart, I want you to do something for us.
Sorry, boys. You got no pull with me no more.
Hey, Baby Amelia Earhart. We were terribly distraught to lose you back there in the desert.
Yes, I could see that at the time, from the way your shoulders were shaking with grief as you ran away. Or was it laughter? Anyway, fortunately for me, a caravan happened to be passing through the area. Bandits. They saw me there and picked me up. I don't speak much Arabic, but I did manage to gather something about my fetching an attractive price at the slave bazaar in Marrakesh. That would have been the end of the story, I suppose, if their chief hadn't carelessly left his scimitar within reach, and if I weren't such an expert swordsman. Swordswoman.
Yes, well, don't wander off again.
Next time, something serious could happen.
That is an event we have not witnessed yet. So earlier in this stream I brought up detail about how we're bouncing between reels, and I was saying, oh, just keep watching, it'll make sense as we go along. And I have not encountered a reel yet in this stream. Basically, in a previous reel, we met her on a train. Now, how do we deal with her on that train? Not entirely sure. But we'll probably figure it out as we go along.
That nice and only vaguely creepy old man over there wants to play with you.
Yes, I know. And you want me to toddle over on my adorable little footsie, so he'll bounce me on his knee and pinch my fat little cheeks and tell me suffocatingly dull stories about bunny rabbits. Also, you can sneak in behind his back and make off with his jewel-encrusted scarab collection or something. I wasn't born yesterday, you know.
My, you are a clever little imp.
Too clever for you, I'm afraid. I've no intention of being a pawn in your game, whatever it is, and I think I have a pretty good idea. Besides, I detest being slobbered over by geriatrics. I find it highly demeaning. I'm a liberated baby, you know. To hell with that Gucci-goo nonsense. This is the 20th century!
Boy, she's talkative. I like her.
Come on, Baby Amelia Earhart, go see Grandpa.
Not in a million years.
What you doing in there, Baby Amelia Earhart?
Studying the graves of the ancient tomb guardians. I'm on the verge of a major discovery. If my hunch is correct, this place was once home to a race of mole men.
You don't say.
Be a good girl.
Woman. Good woman.
But you eventually turn into a baby again. Maybe she found out being a woman is overrated.
Hey, Gramps, who's in the sarcophagus?
Let's see if you can guess. You're in the tomb of Sammun-Mak.
Wait, don't help us.
Hey, Gramps, who's in the sarcophagus?
Let's see if you can guess.
Wait, don't.
And that just repeats. The hole is not interactive. I thought for sure it would be.
Those blocks look a lot like the hieroglyphics on that big marquee.
Chance or coincidence?
Tourist brochures, eh? Planning a little vacation?
Yep, Benny and the kid think I could do with a little airing out. Been in this tomb so long, I'm starting to grow mold. Problem is, there's just so many darn places to visit. Say, where are you boys from?
beyond time and space.
Eh? Oh, that's nice.
Nice blocks.
Hieroglyphic blocks. Used them to teach my little Nefertiti how to spell way back in the day. Come on, princess. Gramps has some blocks for you to play with.
Can I have them?
You're a little old to be playing with blocks, ain't you?
Never!
How about you let us come in, and we'll toss the baby over to you?
No, sir. Baby's got to come to Grandpa all on her own, son. And then Grandpa will tell her little stories and pinch her little fat cheeks.
Lord help us.
I understand you mole people have a talent for throwing curses.
Ah, here we go. Curses, curses. That's all anybody remembers about us mole people. We're good at dancing, too, but nobody ever wants to hear about that. Oh, forgive the outburst, Sonny. What was it you wanted to know?
I'll bet your darling granddaughter knows how to curse up a storm.
Well, let's just say her Holstein hex might put you fellas in a bad mood. Once she's got it down pat, that is.
I really want to see that work.
Your son Benny must have a pretty powerful curse.
You better believe it. The SCXO Rejexo hex fixes it so the very sound of your voice repels the opposite you know what.
Kind of reminds me of my grandpa.
I hear around the neighborhood you're a pretty mean curser yourself.
Me? Sure, I've got a curse. The bad luck whammy. But I haven't used it in ages.
It's like whistling or taxidermy. You never really forget.
Come on, hit us with your best shot.
You? I wouldn't put a curse on a couple of nice fellas like you. I only curse people I hate.
You wouldn't think getting cursed would be so difficult.
I get cursed all the time.
You know, I'm kind of wondering how this is working. We're using this magical projector thing that I assume is, like, used with psychic powers from Max. But they're still watching this play out. They must have some way of influencing this. That's the impression I'm under.
Come on, hit us with your best shot.
You?
About enough about curses.
There's something else you want to know?
Say, Gramps, you know that spell of protection you put on the devil's toy box? We just cracked it.
Yep, we nabbed the treasure and we're on our way. Just stopped in to say goodbye.
Nice try, you fellas. That security spell is pretty near foolproof, I reckon. I cast it many times, and it ain't failed me yet.
Picked a vacation spot yet?
No, darn it, I just can't decide. Where'd you boys say you were from again?
We're citizens of the world.
Oh, I wouldn't go there. Too big.
Picked a vacation spot yet?
No, darn it, I just can't
The U.S. of A.
Never heard of it. New country, is it?
Relatively, when you think about it.
Stay vague.
Eh?
Evil apparatus.
Those controls look a wee bit sinister. What are they for?
A death trap.
Oh, that explains it.
Anything else?
The graveyard of the moles.
Oh, that's what those are. Alright.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
I don't think that's the way the story is supposed to end. Let's back it up and try it again.
Yeah, they're definitely having some sort of influence on this. Also, there is a seam in the graphics here. Am I actually seeing through to the other side? I think I... Oh, oops.
Hey,
I didn't want to go in there.
I don't think that's...
Yeah. I said it before, and I'll say it again. This game is not as polished as the first 2 seasons. Graphically, it's more impressive, but I think they spent so much time making this look nice that they didn't have the time or money to make sure it all functioned properly. But it works well enough. There hasn't actually been any glitches that affect gameplay anyway. It's mainly just been graphical hiccups. Oh, let's show him that. Oh, I wonder if I can toss this in that doorway to trigger the blade and split it in half. Well, first, let's...
You keep your distance. No tomb raiders allowed in the burial chamber.
Let's show him the thing.
I'm not sure I want him to get a good look at that.
No?
I'm not sure I want her to get a good look at that.
Maybe Baby Amelia would like cookies.
I don't give cookies to just anyone.
Yeah, it has to be a specific person.
I don't give cookies to just...
Well, in a future reel, we have the option of giving these to Santa, so maybe that's all they're for, giving them back to Santa. Even though we took them from him in the first place. Alright, I'm gonna try my idea now. I think it's easier to go this way than the other. Let's try to split this in half.
Hey, no littering in the tomb.
Did I just choose the wrong one?
Hey, no littering in the tomb.
What happens if we do go through here?
2 doorways. The doorway of life, passageway to paradise. The doorway of death, a swinging blade to slice you cleanly in half. But which is which? Which is which?
Wait, isn't he gonna tell us?
I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do.
Hey, no litter.
It always seems to be that one that's been triggered.
How lucky can you get? You won't be so lucky next time. Just you wait.
Okay. Can we actually choose wrong? I guess we have to go far enough that he actually resets it. So let's use the door. And then we'll use the door again.
Whee! Two door. Which?
I think I made it.
How lucky can you get? You won't be so lucky.
Okay, when I said that the glitches don't affect gameplay, I mean nothing major has happened. That was kind of weird.
How lucky can you? You won't be so lucky now.
Can we just not lose that? That is seriously the impression that I'm getting here. Go faster. Go faster.
How lucky can you get? You won't be so lucky.
I wonder if there's a way to put it in the middle. No?
Hey, no litter.
It might be time to turn on the hint system. I mean, it's kind of already is on, but it's on low. So let's just go ahead and get a hint here because I can't figure out why this isn't working. I mean, it makes sense.
Hey,
This is a place that keeps its secrets. Let's go to a place that has looser lips.
Okay, my hint is to just leave. That might not be a bad idea, actually. We don't know how to cross the Guardians yet. They will undoubtedly form a bridge for us to allow us to get over here, but it's a question of when. Yeah, I think I'm done here for the time being. Oh, we have the can of nuts here. What would that do for us out of curiosity? Oh yeah. Hold on a sec. What reel are we on again? Okay. So we already dealt with Amelia to get to the tomb. Oh yeah, now I remember what happened. We dealt with Amelia, and then there was like a screen telling us that we had all sorts of adventures in the desert that we skipped in order to get to this place. Well, anyway, let's get to this reel. Because there's stuff we haven't done on this reel yet.
Somebody on this train has our toy box, and we're gonna get it back.
Thanks for the recap. Oh, we can't go any further this way? Where are we supposed to get milk then?
Nah.
Oh, we're interrupting something.
Not at all. I was just leaving. I won't rest till you give me the you know what.
Goodbye, Jürgen.
Whatever.
Maybe this is where we find out where he's going for a good vacation spot.
We suspect you're hiding stolen goods in here.
what goods?
Kidnapped children.
You're not allowed to inspect the trunk without just cause.
Well, let's just talk to you first.
Hey, remember us?
Of course. You're the wise guys who made off with the Devil's Toy Box, the treasure we moles have been guarding for almost 6,000 years.
What was that fellow with the fruity accent doing in here?
Private business. Let's just say he wants something that only I can give him.
Oh, Dad. You don't have to be so secretive.
So she's interested in Jürgen, then.
After all we've been through together in Real 2, I feel I can speak freely.
Yes?
I'm sorry to report that your daughter is harboring a massive crush.
On whom?
My little buddy's ventriloquist dummy.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound healthy. Oh well, she'll either outgrow it or become a lonely, twisted old spinster with a toy fixation. Either way, I don't have to worry.
Keep riding the rails, Mr. Molman.
Okay.
We'll talk to him last-ish. Talk to you first.
Hi there.
I wonder how we got the dummy.
I hope you're not still sore at us for stealing your boyfriend.
Oh, you mean that silly ventriloquist dummy? I don't care about him anymore. He was just a childish fancy. I'm totally a woman now.
You are not.
I've got a new boyfriend now.
New boyfriend? That wouldn't happen to be.
You know how my dad is. He mustn't know about our engagement.
Engagement? You mean...
He hasn't asked me yet, but I can see it in his eyes.
What attracts you to a guy like that anyway?
His tragic aura. There's something haunted about him. Like he's laboring under some kind of terrible curse.
Twittishness?
He kind of is under a curse. Is that why he's here? Because he's been cursed to turn into a vampire, and the moles are the ones that cursed him. He's probably trying to get a cure for the curse. He's got a whole bunch of garlic in his room. Of course, as we all know, he's eventually going to turn into a vampire. He's a vampire in Season 2.
Just out of curiosity, what was your dad whispering about with that overripe European?
His name is Jurgen. I'm not supposed to know what he wants from my dad, but, well, come on. Duh. Poor sweet thing. He tried so hard to avoid making eye contact with me.
That's really not what he wants.
Excited about moving to America, eh?
You bet! In the new world, a girl can grow up to be anything she wants to be. A seamstress, a nurse, a kindergarten teacher, even a stenographer.
I don't know what that is. And don't feel like taking the time to look it up.
Seen the Devil's Toy Box lately?
What do I care about toy boxes? I've got more important things to think about.
Hope it works out for you, kid.
Mrs. Jurgen.
We suspect you're hiding stolen goods in here.
What goods?
A fortune in jewels.
You're not allowed to inspect the trunk without just cause.
Okay,
We suspect you're hiding stolen goods in here.
What goods?
The Devil's Toy Box.
Therefore, we must invoke our spurious authority and look inside.
I've read my railway regulations manual. You're not allowed to inspect the trunk without just cause.
I thought that was just cause.
No Devil's Toy Box in there.
Well, let's finish talking to him, I guess.
Hey, remember us?
Of course.
Do you know where you're going when we reach America?
Join my wife, Natasha. We sent her ahead to get established. I hear she's managed to score us a sweet boiler room on the west side.
So that's where we need to tell you to go, America? Well, the first time we tried, we said the US of A. Maybe we just need to say America.
So, I hear you throw a mean curse.
But don't worry. I only use the curse on fellows she has a crush on. And, well, I don't mean to be cruel, but you're hardly her type.
Okay, so Beer Force looked up that word, by the way. The word that she wants to consider becoming someone that records what people say in shorthand, such as like in court.
Funny thing, that toy chest we swiped from you?
Somebody swiped it from us.
Well, easy come, easy go.
Can we inspect your trunk?
No.
What happened to the other guy who was with you in the tomb? The,
Moldy oldie mole man.
Bob finally decided to take his vacation.
Oh, where's he going?
To see the Sphinx.
Oh, this isn't the old one. This is the dad, not the grandpa. Okay. I should have known because your daughter... I'm not saying that all moles look alike, mind you. They were just dressed alike. And that threw me off. There needs to be individuality.
You're not mad at us for raiding your tomb?
Heck no. Losing that toy box was the best thing that ever happened to us mole people. After 6,000 years, we can finally say goodbye to burial chambers and hello to Broadway.
America! I can hardly wait!
So now we know, by the way, that we should recommend the Sphinx. Not to be confused with the Sphinx.
After all we've been through together in Real 2, I feel I can speak freely.
Yes?
I'm sorry to report that your daughter is harboring a massive crush.
On whom?
On us.
Still? Well then I'm sorry guys, but I'm gonna have to hit you again with the old sexo-rejexo hex. Until the curse wears off, the very sound of your voice will repulse the opposite sex.
Walk me through this sexo-rejexo hex.
Well, it's very simple. Until the curse wears off, the very sound of your voice will repulse the opposite sex.
Thanks for that. That seems important. We need to try it somewhere. Elsewhere on the train, perhaps? This has potential. But you know, the potential will have to wait because it's time for another episode break. So, when we come back, we're going to try out this potential. Maybe what we need to do is use this on the baby Amelia Earhart who is on this train. Also, we still need to go back to Real 2 to tell the grandpa to go to see the Sphinx. So we'll get to that when we come back. We'll get to one of those things at least. Maybe both. Probably both.